Peace. What's going on with y'all? This is Abdul, 1 a.m. Just wanted to go over something, man. You know what I mean? Started back in the car business about, let's say, a little over a month ago, right? It's my first month back. Got 17 cars out, back on the board. You know what I mean? I want to talk about a scenario I was just faced with a customer that I just closed that's in finance right now. They came in, they had a car that was underwater, meaning that they had negative equity. And they basically told me that they wouldn't be ready to move forward until October, because they had some things going on in their life, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know, me being the person I am, you know, a trained salesperson, I said, well, look, I'm going to take this person through the process. And the process is, right, get their ID, scan their ID, get them into the system, verify they email, their phone number, their address, et cetera, then take them on a test drive. So we found a car that he loved. He said he wanted the 2025. We didn't have the 2025 Sorrentos out yet. We had the 2024s. We had some on the way, right? So, you know, I took him on a test drive. I saw that he was emotional. I said, oh, I got an emotional buyer. So if I can work his emotions, I could get him to make a decision today. Woo! So I started saying, I said, well, what if we could get you your first payment in longer than 60 days? What if it took 60 days for you to, you know what I'm saying, get your first payment? 60 days. That means that even though you ain't looking to do nothing until October, your first payment wouldn't be until almost October. And what if we paid that first payment, right? Then you wouldn't have a payment until 90 days. He said, he sat there. I shut up. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say anything. I didn't say one word. I shut up, right? I saw him thinking. I'm sitting there thinking like, shut up. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Let him talk first. So he said, okay. If you could do something today, I ain't putting no money down, and I'll do it. If it makes sense. And I knew whatever his emotions was telling him at that moment made sense. That he didn't need the numbers to make sense. He just needed to know that he could do it. But what did I do? When I first met him, he said, oh, I'm just looking. You know what I said? I said, well, look, it's a lot of places that you could be at on a Monday morning, and one of those places is not a car dealership. If you was just looking, then you could be somewhere else using the eyes that God gave you to look at things with. How can I help you today? And that's when he went and told me he wasn't ready to move forward. So he still was giving me resistance. But since I went through the process, right? If I would have just said, oh, this dude not buying today, et cetera, then I would have wrote him off. I wouldn't have took him through the process. I would say, oh, he just over here kicking tires. He not a buyer. He's a looker. He's a shopper. He's a window shopper. You know, I could have thought this was a 50 Cent song. But no, I said, but you're here. You looking. You trying to see what's cracking and cooking. You need a real salesperson. So I took him through the process. We went from a purchase. With a purchase with zero down would have been over $1,000 a month because he was sliding in negative equity from his trade-in. So I said, well, look, we can make this happen. You already leased the vehicle that you got right now, then you bought it out, so you already know how a lease works. In order to get you to the payments that you want to be at, this is what we got to do. We got to put you on a 10K mile lease. We got to do it for 36 months, and we got to do it for zero down. And I know you said you wouldn't do more than $850, but look, we're trying to work with you, but unfortunately right now you don't have any money to work with us at the same time, so we can work together to make this happen and get you where you want to be at for the bank. However, this is what we can do. We could do this, it was over $900 a month with zero down. I said, all right, perfect. This is what we can do. $922 a month, zero down, sign right here. I ain't say nothing. I shut up. He's just thinking. Oh, I can't do a lease. Oh, I don't want to. You can't do a purchase? Yeah, we could do a purchase, but the price is going to be over $1,000. But to be close to where you want to be at, we need you to do this. Put some money down. Oh, you can't put the money down? Okay, well, this is it. This is the monthly payment, $922 with 0 down. Come on, sign right here, get the car cleaned up for you, have you out of here in less than 2 hours. And I shut up. He thought he saw the booty cat. Okay, he signed. He agreed. Oh! And at this dealership, we don't run credit until we get an agreement from the customer. So his credit was lower than what we thought it was going to be. So what did we do? Once we saw his credit was lower than what we thought it was, we tried to get him to put more money. Couldn't put no money down. Oh, so we had to change the terms. So we changed the terms at least a little bit, finagled it, manipulated it a little bit. You know what I mean? And was able to get him with 0 down. Actually, initially, with his first month payment, he was at $890. And then with $0 down, he went to $922. So I had to close him at a higher payment. So I sat there, presented it to him. Boom. He gave me his rebuttal. I said, well, look, we working with you. We taking a little bit off, well, not a little bit, a lot off of the markup. You know what I mean? Still had a little bit left. We took a lot off of the markup just to make this thing happen. We want to earn your business. But right now, you can't give us anything, you know what I mean, for us to work together collectively on the financial side. But we have your agreement, you know, to purchase this vehicle. This is what you want to do today. This is what you're willing to do. All right. So we came up a little bit more. So sign right here because we want to earn your business. You bought 6 cars off of us before. This is number 7. We thank you so much for your business. Now we just need you to sign right here so we can get this thing wrapped up and cleaned up. Thought for a second. And it was done. Hold up. That was number 17 for the month, baby. Number 17 for the month. My first month back in the car business. But I wouldn't be this sharp and on point if I wasn't taking Andy Elliott's class. Shout out to Andy Elliott and the whole Elliott group for sharpening my sword, making me a better salesperson and a better closer and a better negotiator than what I was before I left the car business in 2022 and now entering back in it in 2024. So remember, a shopper is a buyer and a buyer is a shopper, because what do you do before you buy? You shop. You ain't looking at it because you just want to look at it because you possibly want to purchase it. You want to see how I feel, how I look. You might want to upgrade. You might already know how I feel and look, but you want the newer version of it. And if that's the case, why are you here? Why have you showed up to this dealership? Because you in the market. And you as a salesperson need to know how to take somebody from warm to hot. He was warm. He was here. He was acting like he didn't want to talk to a salesperson. So I calmed his nerves down. I made him trust me. I said some things that tickled his ears, his fancy, that made sense. And then by the end, 2.5, 3 hours later, he's in finance, signing the paperwork. But anyway, I'm gonna holler at y'all a little bit later, man. You know, this is 1 a.m. I'm here for anybody that need any assistance, any help when it comes to sales. Hit me up on the DM, man. Hit me up on the inbox. I got your black for life. You feel me? I love y'all. I'm here for y'all. We here together. We riding together, becoming the best versions of ourselves. The worst version is in the past. The better version is in the future, as long as you continue to work towards it. Peace and blessings.